They called the land useless, cursed, abandoned. Everyone turned away. But Obika, the stranger, saw what no one else could see. Hidden beneath the dirt was a secret so powerful it would change the village forever. In a small village called Okwemba, there was no land left. Every good land had an owner. People worked hard on their farms, and strangers rarely came. One day, a man named Obika came from another village. His farm had been destroyed by floods. All his crops had died. He had nothing left. Obika had heard that Okwemba was famous for its rich soil. He thought, maybe here I can start again. He wanted to ask the elders for a piece of land. He went to the elders and bowed deeply. Elders, I have lost everything. Please, can you give me land to farm? I will take care of it and work very hard. An elder shook his head. Obika, there is no land left in Okwemba. All good land belongs to families here. We cannot give you anything. Obika bowed lower. I understand, elders. Thank you for listening to me. He walked through the village looking at every farm. Rows of maize, yams and cocoyams grow in neat lines. Every land was taken. A little boy pointed at him and whispered to his friend, "Look at him, he has no land. How will he plant anything?" His friend laughed. Even the elders said he cannot have land, he will fail for sure. Obika smiled quietly to himself. I will find a way, he said. As he turned to leave the village, something caught his eye. At the far edge of Okwemba, there was a piece of land that no one wanted. It was dirty and smelly, full of rotting food, broken pots, ashes, and old clothes. Even the animals avoided it. Obika stopped and stared. His heart raced a little. He whispered, I do not know yet, but maybe this land could be my chance. He took a deep breath and looked around. I will try. I will go back to the elders. Obika looked at the deserted land. It was dirty and full of trash. Broken pots, old clothes, and ashes were everywhere. The ground was hard and weeds grew wildly. The smell was strong. Even birds and animals avoided it. He felt sorry for the land. It looks so sad and lonely, he thought. No one cares for it. Maybe I can. Obika walked back to the village. He went straight to the elders and bowed. Elders, I have seen a land at the edge of the village. It is dirty and deserted, but I can take care of it. Please, can you give it to me? The elders frowned. Obika, we have already told you, there is no land left. All good lands belong to families here. That land is infertile and useless. Obika bowed lower. I know it looks bad, elders, but I will work hard. I can make it good. Please give me that land, I beg you. They whispered among themselves. Some shook their heads, some laughed quietly. Finally, the oldest elder sighed. No one wants it. If you insist, Obika, you may take the land, but do not say we did not warn you. Obika bowed deeply, his eyes shining. Thank you, elders. I promise to care for it. The villagers whispered as he walked past. This stranger, he is really going to try that cursed land? Some laughed, some shook their heads, but Obika only looked at the land. He felt hope stirring in his heart. This land may be sad now, he thought, but I will show everyone its true worth. Obika went to the deserted land early the next morning. The smell was strong, but he did not step back. He picked up his hoe and basket and started clearing. He pulled out rotten food, broken pots, ashes, and stones. He carried all the rubbish deep into the forest. Every day, he worked from sunrise to sunset. The villagers came to watch. Some laughed. Look at him, the refuse man. He is crazy. one shouted. "Ha! That land is cursed. He will fail," another said. Children ran past, giggling. "He is picking up trash. Why does he do this?" Obika smiled softly. "This land may look bad now, but I will care for it. One day, it will be strong and full of life," he said quietly to himself. For 7 long days, he walked without stopping. He dug every corner of the land and cleared every piece of rubbish. The land slowly started to look better. Finally, he planted his first crop, yam. He carefully placed each tuber into the soil, watered them, and whispered, "Grow well, I will take care of you." Weeks passed. The villagers came to watch again. "Still tending that cursed land? It will never grow," they laughed. Obika did not answer. He cared for the yams every day, checking the soil, watering, and clearing weeds. When harvest came, Obika dug up the yams. His heart sank. They were small, weak, and crooked. The villagers laughed loudly. "Ha! See, the refuse man's yams are tiny as always. I told you, that land is cursed." Obika looked at the tiny yams and shook his head. "I see now. The land is not cursed. It only needs help. I will find out what is wrong," he said quietly, determination in his eyes. Obika could not stop thinking about the land. Every day he went there, examining the soil. He dug deeper and deeper, trying to find why the yams had failed. One day, his hoe hit something hard under the ground. He knelt and brushed away the dirt. There, hidden in the soil, were rusty metals, gunpowder, black ashes, and strange stones. "What is all this?" he whispered. He dug carefully again and found a small rusty box buried deep. His hands shook as he opened it. Inside, there were gold coins, silver bracelets, bright coral beads, carved ivory pieces, and a small golden statue that glowed faintly. Obika's eyes widened. This land, it has been hiding lots of things, hiding treasures, he said softly. No wonder it could not grow anything. The soil was poisoned by all these buried things. He worked carefully for days, removing the toxic metals, gunpowder, and ashes. He dug the land fully and added manure, compost, and everything that could make the soil strong again. "This land needs rest now," Obika said. "I will leave it for 3 months, then I will return." He left the land alone. The weeds grew back a little, but the soil slowly began to change. It became soft, dark, and full of life. Obika visited every few days, but he did not touch the land. He only watched and whispered, "Grow strong, I will come back for you." The villagers laughed when they saw him walking past. Still staring at that cursed land, they said, "Nothing will ever grow there." Obika smiled quietly. "You will see," he said softly, full of hope. After 3 months, the land had rested and gained all the nutrients Obika had added. He returned with his hoe, seeds, and energy. "This time you will grow strong and healthy," he whispered to the soil. Obika planted yam, cassava, maize, ugu leaves. Every day he watered the crops, cleared weeds, and sang quietly to encourage them. Villagers watched from a distance. "Still tending that cursed land, refuse man?" a boy shouted. "Ha! Nothing will grow there," an elder laughed. Months passed. Harvest day came. Obika walked into the land to harvest. His eyes widened at what he saw. Every single crop was huge, strong, and healthy. Yams were the biggest in the village. Cassava stems were thick and full. Maize cobs were large and golden. Ugu leaves were fresh and green. The villagers rushed to see. "Is this the same land?" a woman whispered. "The refuse man. His crops are the best in the village," an elder exclaimed. This cannot be real," a man muttered, shaking his head. Obika smiled quietly. He picked the largest yam and held it up. "Nothing is cursed," he said softly. "It just needed care." He called the villagers. "Come, everyone, take some of the crops," he said. They rushed forward and collected some crops. "This is amazing," a young man said. "I never thought anything good could come from that land," a woman admitted. Even the elders were speechless. The refuse man had proven them wrong. His crops were the most fertile, biggest, and healthiest in the village. Could not stop talking about Obika's farm. The yams were huge, the cassava thick, the maize golden, and the ugu leaves bright and green. Everyone was amazed. But Obika kept a secret. No one knew about the treasures he found or why the land had been infertile. One evening, Obika called the elders. He all gathered them in the land. They gathered quietly, curious and nervous. Obika bowed. "Elders, I want to tell you the truth about the land you thought was useless." The elders leaned forward. "What truth, Obika?" one asked. Obika smiled gently. The land was not cursed. It was full of rotten things, ashes, rusty metals, and stones and treasures. That is why it could not grow anything. I removed them all, added manure and nutrients, and let the land rest. Then it came back to life. The villagers gasped. They were all in shock. One elder whispered, "And the treasure?" Obika carefully opened the small iron box. Inside were gold coins, silver bracelets, bright coral beads, carved ivory pieces, and a small golden statue. One elder said, "Now I remembered. My father once told me that the land was used by great warriors. Now I see. So they used it to hide lots of things." The elders and villagers stared in awe. "All this was buried under the land?" one asked. "Yes," Obika said softly. "The land helped me because I cared for it. Now it can help all of us." The villagers were silent for a moment. Then slowly, they bowed to the land. "We are sorry, dear land," they said together. "We called you rotten. We ignored you. Please forgive us." Early the next morning, everyone returned to the farm. They brought manure, compost, and all the things that make soil strong. They worked together, feeding the land with care. From that day, the land was no longer cursed or rotten. The villagers adored it. They respected it. They cared for it every day. Obika used the treasure to develop the village. Homes were built, schools repaired, farms improved, and Okwemba became the biggest and richest village around. People from neighboring villages came to see the famous land. They whispered, "How can a single land bring so much wealth?" They were amazed and a little envious. Obika smiled quietly. The secret was never the treasure alone. It was patience, care, and respect that made the land bloom. The villagers laughed, worked, and celebrated. The land gave them life, happiness, and hope. Deep beneath the shining crops, secrets, treasures were discovered, hidden in the soil, whispering to those who dared to care. Okwemba was no longer just a village. It was a village of hidden worth, discovered by one man, a stranger who saw what others could not. Some people see trash, some people see problems, but wise people see hidden worth. Obika saw value where everyone saw waste, and because he cared for the land blessed him in return. So, Remember this: never laugh at small beginnings. Never reject what you do not understand. Sometimes the greatest treasure is hidden in the place everyone ignores.